Hi, welcome back. My name is Anya. This is my Luminosity Yoga channel, and this is the video for the lunar eclipse in the sign of Taurus, 5 degrees of Taurus on the 28th of October 2023. And my videos are a short exploration of the current astrology and combined with a practice to embody the current energies. And as we have been moving through the eclipse portal, we've had a switch of the nodes. The nodes are always opposite each other, and the nodes are intersection points. They're mathematical points in space where the orbital plane of the Earth intersects with the orbital plane of the Moon. And so we have this second eclipse now in the month of October of 2023 in the sign of Taurus, which is fixed Earth. And as it is a lunar eclipse, it is opposite the sun. So it's on a full moon, happening on a full moon, opposite the sun, which is in the sign of Scorpio, which is now fixed water. So we have these kind of very fixed energies. And this Taurus eclipse is the last one in a cycle. So we have already had a nodal switch from Taurus and Scorpio to Aries and Libra in the spring. And in the spring, we had 2 eclipses in Mars-ruled signs. And now we have 2 eclipses in Venus-ruled signs. So these eclipses, or this whole eclipse season, has followed on from a Venus retrograde over the summer. So we're still very much with these themes to do with relationships, how we relate to ourselves and to others, and what things do we need to release, and also at this point, assimilate. So what qualities would you like to assimilate related to the sign of Taurus might be something that you want to ask yourself on this eclipse. And the eclipse is always an opportunity to bring in something really fast or assimilate something really fast that might have been difficult for a long time. And with Taurus, it is a lot to do about the body, sensual experience. So really being in our feeling sense, and this is something I invite you to do throughout the entire month, the end of the month, being in your feeling sense. Taurus is also related to bodily as well as material security, to the throat in medical astrology, as well as your voice, to your values, your worthiness, your comfort. It's about being gentle, taking your time, really following the pace that suits you, an organic pace, and also related to body work. And of course, yoga is something that is very close to Taurus, or dancing. So you can also dance to really embrace this energy. And let's start. So today I'd like to invite you to a short, very brief physical practice, and the main practice will be a mudra. So it's like a hand gesture and a brief meditation, particularly related. One is related to Venus, and the other one will be related to the north node of the moon, which in Vedic astrology is called Rahu. And so let's start by sitting. And the ideas are from a book on yoga astrology by Mehtab Benton, and I'll put the link in the show notes if you're interested in that. So let's start by sitting comfortably. And as the full moon, as I said, Taurus, the throat, and Scorpio related to sexual organs, so your pelvic floor. Yeah, so like the second chakra, you can place a hand on in the area of each of these chakras and just take a moment to connect to your breath. And without actually changing your breath, just start to notice or feel your breathing. Feel all the body parts that actually touch the earth, and just bring your attention to your breath. Feeling the connection to the earth through your sitting bones, through the tailbone. Feel the lower hand in the area of your pelvic floor, your pelvic region, your pubic bone. And just sensing the energy here. And feel your breath moving up from the earth, through the pelvic floor up to the throat. And then back down into the pelvis and into the ground. And just let your breath and your feeling sense circulate between the pelvic floor and the throat for a while. These two energy centers are related. They have a soul correspondence. So when one of them is blocked, the other one tends to be blocked. And it is today we are trying to open these centers and just really sense into how they impact each other. And just staying with your feeling sense. So I'd like to invite you not to go into visualization, just to stay with what you can feel in the area of your throat as well as in your pelvis. Sensing your breath physically. And without judgment. And when you notice your thoughts coming up and possibly taking your attention somewhere else, just gently return to your breath. And then just deepen your breath for 3 deep in and exhales. Bring the inhale up to the throat. Exhale all the way down into the pelvis. 2 more like this. And then just remind yourself, bring your head to your heart, bring your hands together in front of the heart. Just remind yourself of the intention or the question, what it is that you would like to assimilate on this North Node lunar eclipse in the sign of Taurus, relating to this sign, to the qualities symbolized by Taurus: fixed earth, values, sensuality, being in the body, being in your feeling sense, material bodily security, calm, a slow pace, endurance, patience. Any of those or any others that might come to you, just bring that into the body with your breath. Open your eyes, and then we're going to start with Venus mantra. Sorry, Venus mudra. So we're going to interlace the fingers, and for women, the left index finger will be on top, and the thumbs just resting next to each other. And just hold the hands. And we're just going to start with Venus mantra, which is Om Shukraya Namaha, and just hold them here in front of your pelvis. Just hold the hands there. So Om Shukraya Namaha. And we're just going to chant that 3 times. Om Shukraya Namaha. Sound the mantra from your pelvic floor all the way up the spine to the throat. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Release your hands and then place your right palm just above the crown of your head and the left palm fingers slightly open, palm facing front. And we're just going to sit here and breathe with our eyes closed for a couple of minutes. And just breathe slowly and deeply and just again connect to sensing your breath. Without forcing the breath, just let the breath come and go naturally and just feel the breath. And this practice is for self-love, self-compassion, to help us strengthen compassion for ourselves, for our perceived insufficiencies, shortcomings, and see if you can continue to just breathe and release as much tension as you possibly can from your arm. Just continue with noticing or being aware of your physical sensations and staying with them or returning to them if you feel you're getting carried away. And if you want to be true to the original version of this, you can stay here for another 8 minutes. So you could time yourself, but I'm going to stay with 3 minutes for each of these postures. So the next one, take a deep inhale. And on your exhale, you're going to bring both arms forward, parallel to the floor, aligned with your shoulders, palms facing down. And again, just close your eyes and breathe deeply. Your arms in this position. Again, we're just going to stay here for a few minutes and we're going to keep paying attention to our breath. Just stay with our physical feeling sense. And again, release whatever tension you can without losing the posture. Just staying aware of your breath and your feeling sense. So just see if you can feel how it feels without developing a story or an opinion around that. It is difficult. Just see if you can take it as a practice and enjoy. Enjoy the small challenge. And whenever you feel, why am I doing it? Just remind yourself what it is that you wish to assimilate on this eclipse related to the sign of Taurus. And patience or endurance might be one of the qualities you wish to cultivate. So just stay with that. So deep inhale. The last part of this, exhale, bring your arms up. Can't even quite see it, but you can see it. Shoulder width apart, palms facing front. And again, just close your eyes. And again, we're just going to stay for a few more breaths, a few more minutes. Just feeling your natural breath. Feeling wherever you might be holding tension in your body and just feeling that. Cultivating patience, endurance, bodily security, your feeling sense, connecting to your feelings. Strengthening the love and compassion for ourselves. Our ability to stay present to what we feel. without having an opinion, without having a judgment on that. And even without having to analyze it. Venus, which is currently in Virgo, loves to analyze, is very much at home there. But in Taurus, it's much more simple. It's more related to nature as it is, without needing to analyze. So then we're going to take a deep inhale, raise the arms even a bit further, and hold the breath for a minute. Chin towards the chest, slightly, pelvic floor in and up. Exhale, release, but the arms still stay up. We do 2 more times. Deep inhale, reach even further up. Holding the breath for a moment, chin towards the chest, pelvic floor in and up. Finding the connection from the pelvic floor to the throat. Exhale, release, and one last time, inhale. Reach further up, chin towards the chest, pelvic floor in and up. And exhale. Release. And we're going to return to the Venus Mudra, left index finger on top, thumbs resting against each other. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. And just release your hands for a moment before we continue with our Rahu mantra and mudra. Rahu is the north node of the moon in Vedic astrology. And it is on the evolutionary axis. So the nodal axis is considered an axis of evolution, and north node is towards which we want to move, or where evolutionary purpose is moving more in that direction. However, there's always an integration on both sides of the axis. So that's why we talk about assimilation also on this eclipse. So we're going to chant hands in front of the heart, the Rahu mantra. That's Om Rahuve Namaha. Om Rahuve Namaha. Hands in front of hearts. And this is for manifestation, deep exhale. So whatever it is you wish to assimilate, we now have the opportunity to encourage manifestation of that. Om Rahuve Namaha. Om Rahuve Namaha. Om Rahuve Namaha. Deep inhale. Pull your head to your heart, to Rahu, in Taurus, and exhale. So we're going to bring the fingers together, and the thumb touches at the mound of the middle finger. If you can somehow do that, it's not so easy. So the mound of that middle finger on both hands, and then we're going to do something funny. We're going to sit on the hands, and that might be uncomfortable, but don't worry, we don't stay too long. And we're going to chant Hum, dum, har, har. And if you can, try to roll the R on the har, har. And we're going to move the head, but let's first of all hum, dum, har, har. We're going to turn the head to the right, hum to the left, dum to the right, har, and left, har. We're going to repeat that. Hum, dum, har, har, 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 hum, dum, har, har. Deep inhale, head to the middle. Exhale, release. And we're going to do a very brief physical practice. Just stay with your breath. And we're going to come into open the fingers into downward facing dog. So upward dog and downward dog are related also to the north and south mode of the moon. So we're going to do a few of those. Let's start gently. Come into plank, knees, chest, and chin. And then coming into small cobra. And then back on all fours, seat to the heels. Into downward facing dog. And you either repeat this version, or if your body's more subtle, you can come directly plank upward dog. Only do that if that's available to you. And again, you choose the way to find your way back into downward dog. And we just do that one more time. Really, again, take your time and feel into the body and be compassionate with yourself. Really honor your own body. And exhale. Let's take a moment to stay here, releasing the head, and again, breathing into the connection from the throat to your pelvic floor. And then find your way back down just to finish. So we're going to finish last time with our Rahu mantra. And again, hands together in front of our heart in Anjali Mudra. And we're going to chant 3 times. Om Ra, sorry, Om Rahuve Namaha. 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 And bow your head to your heart. And thank yourself for the time you made and the attention you've given yourself. I thank you very much for joining me. And let's dedicate the merits of our practice to all beings, without one exception, and to peace on earth and in the universe. Namaste. Please like, subscribe, share, and keep joining me to practice yoga and astrology together. I'm wishing you a wonderful lunar eclipse in the sign of Taurus. Bye for now.